back in college, I had this friend who had this theory, I guess you could call it. So his theory was that every time he cleaned his teeth, he would do squats. You know, just simple up-down squats. Can I do them? Yeah, there you go. Of course, this doesn't seem like a lot of exercise, and you can't really see the benefits in this. 2 minutes a day, well, 2 minutes twice a day, that's 4 minutes of squats a day. Surely that's not gonna do much. But this friend of mine had the nickname of BBL Barry. BBL Barry. Now, it doesn't take a genius to understand that his name was BBL Barry because of, well, his big booty. Whenever anyone would ask him, you know, why is your booty so big? He would always say, it's because he did squats while he cleaned his teeth. Thus the name BBL Barry. Now, word got around about this. People began to catch on that BBL Barry's BBL was because of his nightly and morningly teeth cleaning routine. So BBL Barry started to up his game. He didn't just clean his teeth and squat. He would squat as much as he could. Tying his shoelaces, well, he'd tie them at least 5 times an hour. Getting something from the vending machine, he wasn't even getting anything. He would just stand next to it so he could squat, so it looks like he's bending down to get a, you know, drink that just came out of the vending machine. But really, it was just to build up this big Barry booty BBL. Some thought that he began to up his game because maybe he was afraid to lose his title of BBL Barry. He didn't want someone else to come along and take it. I think his first mistake was telling people about the squats. But when you think about it, even just the cleaning the teeth is going to be way more squats than I'm ever doing. That's 4 minutes a day. That's 28 minutes a week. That's 80... What is that? What's that, like 106 minutes a day? A month, sorry? That doesn't sound like a lot, and of course if you go to the gym and you do squats, especially if you do squats with like a big, you know, heavy thing on your back, you would think that would be a lot more than BBL Barry, but somehow BBL Barry got his big booty from just the squats. When you think about it, that's 4 minutes of squats a day, more than me, more than probably you. I don't know if you squat. You know, last time I squat down was, God, I don't even know. Probably just to wait for the train or something, because there was no seats and I didn't want to sit on the floor. But even then, I only go down for the one squat and get up when I need to. It's not out of exercise, it's just out of, I don't know, squats. You know, this guy's name wasn't even Barry. That wasn't his legal name. Neither was BBL Barry. I don't want to say his real name, but BBL Barry was, I guess, because alliteration was in at the time. This guy would walk around and I'd see him and wonder whether big booty would make it harder to walk, because I guess your center of balance is, you know, pushed to the back. Sometimes I'd see him walking around backwards, kind of like he was on a hoverboard and riding it backwards, you know, with a little bit of an angle to it, because, well, let's just say every time this guy took a step forward, his big booty BBL would weigh him back 2 steps. But the tale of BBL Barry isn't full of fun and big booties. It was one fateful night when BBL Barry's story took a turn for the worst. It all started with a potluck. Now, if you don't know what a potluck is, which I don't know why you wouldn't know what a potluck is, it's a party, it's a gathering of people that, what the fuck is he doing? It's a fun time if you've never been to one, but on this specific potluck, BBL Barry did something that I think he's gonna regret for the rest of his life. So there I was. I arrived at the potluck, I greeted my friends. I saw BBL Barry. I didn't know that this night was so fateful for him. To us, it was just another Friday night. I brought potatoes because, you know, potatoes are pretty easy, and I have a theory about why bringing potatoes to a potluck is the best, and I'll get to that later. Oh no, hold up guys, there's some skeletons. Just gonna walk the other way. Oh fuck. Oh no. Get away! Get away! Get away! I'm telling a story. I'm talking about BBL Barry. So there we were, everyone bringing the food. And I look over and see that BBL Barry had brought a big bowl of seafood paella. Now my hometown wasn't exactly a seaside town. I don't know how easy it is to get fresh fish back there. But either way, BBL Barry found a way. And he pulled up with a big bowl of seafood paella to share with everyone at the potluck. And I took one look at this bowl and I didn't say anything, but I knew I was not eating this specific paella. Now I know what you're thinking, Jensen, what was wrong with this paella? Was it green? Did it smell? You know, did it have a sign saying poison, do not eat? No, my friends, none of those things. I just knew that there was something wrong with that paella. Something screamed out, don't eat me, don't eat me. Maybe it was the souls of the shrimp that BBL Barry had gathered from God knows where and put in this bowl of rice and other ingredients. But I knew I wasn't going to eat that, and it seemed that everyone else had picked up on the same aura that I had. The seafood paella got reached over, reached around, but never reached into. So as the food was ate and beer was drank, no one touched the paella. No one but Barry. You see, I think he was a little embarrassed, maybe a little bit ashamed that he spent all day working on this thing and no one even touched it, no one ate it. And he didn't want to be the guy to bring something that by the end of the meal was still untouched. So to compensate, to hide his shame, Barry started loading up his plate with his own dish, so that if anyone else looked over at the dish, it would seem like people were eating it, enjoying it. And I even saw Barry desperately offer it to people. He offered it to me, but I had to decline. I had to say I was full because God knows I wasn't eating that paella. He did, however, get a few people to indulge into it. And God, I know they wish they didn't. And so, as dusk turned to night and the potluck became a party of well-fed college students, things took a turn for the worst for BBL Barry. Now there's a fear that we all face when making food for a potluck. A fear that dances in our mind as we prepare the food, and that's the fear of what if this food is the one that gives everyone food poisoning? What if the thing that I make, I bring to the party to, you know, make people happier, make people full, make the party work, is the thing that brings it to an end? What if people become sick? You know, and my potato theory comes into this because I think bringing potatoes to a potluck is probably the best idea because number one, it's very hard to mess up potatoes. They're either just okay or really, really good. And reason number two is it's very hard to make people ill or sick or violently poo-poo from potatoes. Unless you eat the leaves, I'm pretty sure they're poisonous, but don't do that. One by one, the people who ate BBL Barry's seafood paella began falling ill. It got to the point where if anyone else needed to use the bathroom, it was probably easier to just take a leak outside, or hold it. Because that bathroom, number one, was very smelly, and number two, was occupied. Luckily only a few people got caught out by this. Not many people ate the paella in the first place. I'm pretty sure one guy threw up in the sink and had to go home. The rest of them hit the bathrooms. But, like I said, BBL Barry ate his own paella, as well as these poor victims. You see, by the end of the night, the bowl was pretty much empty. BBL Barry had eaten all of it. And as it dawned upon him and dawned upon his stomach what was about to happen, BBL Barry looked at us and, well, let's just say that was the last time we saw that man as BBL Barry. He ran out the room, ran to the one free toilet in the house, and once he went into that room, he didn't come out the same. The world changed when he went into the bathroom that night. You see, I never saw this with my own eyes, but Rumor has it that that night in that bathroom, as BBL Barry was, pardon my French, but violently defecating his paella out of his big booty BBL, his famous BBL booty, was so powerful it cracked the toilet seat that he was sat on. And it was from that day forward that BBL Barry was no longer known as BBL Barry. Oh no. From then on, everyone knew him as Butt Crack Barry, named after his big butt that cracked the toilet seat. I don't know where you are, Barry, but wherever you are, I hope you're okay. And thank you guys for joining me on tonight's Whiz Walk. I hope to see you again soon. This next song goes out to a friend of mine who goes by the name of BBL Barry. BBL Barry, where are you now? Your booty cheese had let you down. Oh, how they let you down. BBL Barry, I must admit, I made you up. I made you up. No, you didn't exist. No, you didn't exist. I made that story up.